Alrighty, welcome to the PSBS, as a PlayStation Publishing Podcast. I'm your host, Code T, PS and Bye Boys. My host here is
Andrew Arenas, Double Liz.
Yes, and we are on episode 62 this week.
You know what? I thought we were a couple ahead because yesterday I was just surfing around how many we've done, but we can't really include specials.
Yeah, I mean we've done 62 main episodes. Well, this is 62 right here.
And the crazy thing is over the course of a month, we're gonna do maybe four, possibly not really five. I would say most at four special episodes because when we do our Uncharted 4 overview and E3 specials, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do E3 specials because Bethesda is doing a show, so we'll probably do Bethesda one.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
We'll do Bethesda one probably. Well, it depends. If they pretty much just show Dishonored 2. If they just do the whole show Dishonored 2 and then
oh no, it's got to be some other things.
And then highlight they might highlight some Fallout 4 DLC and possibly Doom DLC. Just to be hey, look, here's some maps we're developing or something. I don't know. I'm curious.
I'm curious if for Doom, if it will have a Wolfenstein Old Blood style DLC later down the road.
I don't know. It wasn't
a standalone.
Yeah, because it wasn't in the season pass. They said there was no mention of single player DLC in the.
Oh, bummer.
But
it could be standalone. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I would like to see that though. I would like to see more of Doom, more of the single player Doom, because it's just so fun. I've been playing Doom.
Yeah.
See more of the single player.
And then just later months down the road, how Old Blood was. I mean, gosh, because I think Old Blood was about 1 year after New Order. So I don't know, just that in between kind of thing before the next Doom or whatever.
I mean, it would have to be a big thing because a lot of people get pissed if it wasn't in the season pass.
Yeah.
Because they're already charging you $40 for the season pass, and it just has multiplayer content.
That's right. Where the difference was for Wolfenstein and New Order, there was no promise of DLC or any multiplayer of any kind. It was just a single player.
Yeah, so it just kind of got surprised when it was oh, look at this, a new single player story. Yeah, that's whatever.
That's
standalone.
Right.
But yeah, I'm curious to see what they do at the Bethesda event because that's what they said. They said we wouldn't. That's what they said last year when they did their first Bethesda event last year. They said we would only do one next year if we had enough to show to do a whole event. So apparently they have enough to show to cover the whole event.
The show, that's a little different than what to talk about because, some of these things that I'm thinking in my mind, the new Wolfenstein and whatnot, maybe we're just just starting and we don't really have, not any kind of, even a trailer, maybe for if they have Wolfenstein shown, quote unquote shown, it'd just be a logo and concept art or something like that. Because that's where.
Kind of like last year when we saw the Dishonored 2 thing.
Yeah, a little bit. But at least they had a trailer.
Yeah. Because, that's what I'm predicting. It's just obviously the big highlight of their show is going to be Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
It's look, this is a game. It's
spotlight, give us some spotlight.
And then...
That projected to be this year. I hope. Yeah, I have a little bit of doubt, considering more delay news that we're going to talk about in a little bit. Mm-hmm. Even though it's a different situation.
Yeah. So, that's going to be the big highlight. And then, again, like I said, they're probably going to show off some more Fallout DLC. Because Far Harbor just came out. And they said they have, I think they said 3 more, big ones planned. And then, obviously, maybe some small ones in between. Something like that.
Wow, so they're really going crazy. So, we'll still get, the other kind of Fallout expansions kind of deal. Where they're bigger, but they're not necessarily as big as Far Harbor.
Yeah. We're still going to get some that are as big as Far Harbor. Just maybe, like I said, I think it's 2 or 3 more they said like that, and then the rest will be kind of smaller things.
Wow, that's still a lot.
So yeah, that's a lot. So we'll see. Like I said, they might show some Doom DLC just to kind of be look at these some maps we're working on and stuff like that.
So hopefully they don't have any more of those memory sequences things that I took a look at for Far Harbor. That just did not look fun. I'm sorry. That just looked terrible. I wish sometimes in games, whenever you have a struggling puzzle, you just have the ability to just skip it. I kind of wish if I get to that section in Fallout 4 Far Harbor, just skip that whole thing. I'm just no. Because they make up for the fact that they didn't have a tutorial for all the customization options in Fallout 4. So it's oh, here you go. Do this, and it just doesn't look all that fun. It looks like Portal, for Fallout, and just doesn't look fun at all. Like, because there's like 5 of them. There's like 5 of these puzzles, and they're just very like the first one, like, oh, you're good, but then the later ones are just like, But
Yeah, I haven't. I downloaded the DLC, but I haven't played it yet because I've been busy
yeah,
playing other games. But
yeah.
slowly getting through it all.
That
Eventually
was
get
just a
to it.
fun observation, but
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe once I actually get to Fallout 4 eventually, because I only played like Fallout 4 for like 10 hours, not even. So yeah, because I mean, simply the game hasn't really hooked me. So I mean, maybe I'll get back into it in June or something like that. Because like I'm getting through like some other games right now, and just like kind of just having my leisure time, not really getting to anything big or anything like time anything meaty
Mm-hmm.
is basically what I'm trying to say. No Witcher, no Dragon Age, no Fallout, or basically like no RPGs.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's the thing. That Witcher DLC is coming out next week too.
the Witcher's coming out, DLC is coming out next week. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then yeah, you go back to June. If you go back to Fallout in June, they're gonna have mod support should be up in June for PS4.
Yeah, you know what? Like that might actually maybe will get me back into it. Actually, uh, just seeing how much like the game would change, and then like the trophies would be there, hopefully enabled. I don't know if it would disable trophies in any kind of way. Probably will. Just check it out. Yeah, I'll probably do that. But it's coming later, so I don't know how much later than Xbox. So
Well, I think right now that's what they said though. They said the betas and stuff supposed to go on Xbox right now, but then they said mod support's supposed to come in June to PS4. Now I don't know if they're going to push that back so that way the official launch of mods can be on Xbox first, and then wait a month.
Well, it's going to be. Yeah.
But I mean, mods technically are on Xbox right now. Like betas and stuff are going on, but like they said June for PS4. But whether that changes or not, we'll see. I guess they'll talk about that thing too. How mods
and on top of that, because they have to test it too, like all these mods, because like keep in mind, not all of them are coming. If I remember correctly.
Oh yeah.
So
can't get those big like super graphic mods.
No, probably not. Unfortunately, I mean, as nice as that would be, but not PC. Probably the PS4 can't run it. I mean, maybe it could, but it would just run really bad.
2 frames a second. It's going to look really good, like visually, but it's only going to run like 2 frames a second.
I know, because some of these graphics mods that some of these guys are making for Fallout 4 look great.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're gonna get like the Iron Man mod. We can get like the Iron Man suit as your power suit.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's like I wonder Fallout 4 if this one does really well, like getting mod support on console is gonna like expand to other games. Because like how crazy it'd be to get like mod support in like GTA 5.
Oh yeah, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, that'd be great, but yeah, probably not. I mean, we already talked about like with its Neo update, where I just talked about graphics and whatnot. Yeah. Maybe there could be more alongside that for GTA 5 and the Neo update. But yeah, it's just a little bit of a gray area for that one. Just not really sure if there's going to be mods for it. It would really totally revitalize the single player due to the fact that there is no single player DLC aside from weapons. So that would help it a great deal, but I just don't really see that happening. It'd be great though.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll just see how that all goes.
Yeah.
But speaking of E3, getting into our news for the week. Yeah, it's coming. It's in like 2 weeks. We're excited. We're gonna have to try to cover it the best we can. But they announced this past week that E3 is doing their first public event.
Yeah.
E3 they're doing. Let's see. It's public event. It's ticketed. You have to like first come first serve. Claim your tickets from June 14th to the 16th. The LA Live complex situated next door to E3's home convention center. So it's weird. Like you're not actually going in the convention center. You're going in this like little thing on the side of the convention center, but still going to have booths and playable games and merchandise for sale and stuff like that. So it's kind of like it's like a mini E3 thing, the public version of it, now as opposed to the big one for like industry people.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, this is neat. Obviously, we can't go to it. We're not in the area.
Yeah.
But still neat because I mean that's the thing though. Like we keep hearing about oh, EA is not going to be at E3. They're going to do their own little thing right next to it. Nintendo's not going to be at E3, but they're going to do their own little event, next to it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of that's probably because they want they want the public involved, like public to actually go and play their demos and their games and all that, so they can get like the word of mouth going. So this is kind of like E3 like reacting to that and trying to make it more public, like doing this whole public thing outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's neat, and I like to see if like, because I still don't. Yeah, it's always weird to me that it's like E3 is not really an open public event. Like I don't get why it's not just like the Comic-Con of video games.
Yeah, it's just that it's different. E3 separated from the Comic-Cons. E3 is very press oriented, and in some cases investor oriented show.
Yeah.
Whereas Comic-Con is for the fans, not really meant for investors or anyone like that. And then for just basically fan interaction with the celebrities and people that you wouldn't be able to see or talk to every day. So,
yeah. Well, I guess
they're very separate entities. And E3, I just never foresee becoming that, even though this year is a small step towards that. But it's so limited in the amount of people that can go, so it's not even really something to even consider. Even if I had lived in this, if I lived in the San Diego area again, to even come all the way up there and try, I would try. Don't get me wrong, but nothing that would get me out of my seat and be like, "Oh man, I really got to get to Los Angeles right now." But it's neat.
Yeah, I mean,
nonetheless,
the
these people that are there.
Yeah, I mean, these developers and these studios are trying, at least. Like I said, EA's doing a public thing, Nintendo's doing a public thing, EA's doing E3's doing a little public thing. They're trying to expand because they know. I mean, yes, obviously E3 is meant, like you said, for investors to kind of show people like, hey, this is our product.
It was the most evident in the EA conference last year. Where
all those numbers.
Let's get out the minions. Like, hey, investors, our mobile games are doing really well.
Yeah,
invest.
Buy your ads now for minions.
I know. Terrible.
But
awful.
But the people who run this still know that's a huge thing that people around the world watch it. Consumers watch this. I mean,
it's not even like just hardcore consumers, anyways. Now, because it's so accessible to watch these things, and the viewership on them has gone, up and up every year. So.
Mm-hmm.
And then especially this year is going to be big, especially with the unveiling of new consoles. So, not to really have a Sony bias, but I really think that Sony will probably steal the show this year, projected to, especially with PS 4.5. So, yeah, it's just we'll have their stuff, and they had a big bombshell of things that came out this week for them. So, it's just. Yeah, it's gonna be a good E3. I think it'll probably be one of the best in years, actually. Because last year's was good. Last year's I remember being very good, and the year before that, yeah. So I'm excited to see where this E3 goes. I think it's gonna be a really exciting one.
Mm-hmm. And Sony still hasn't said if they're doing the theater experience yet.
Oh no, they haven't. So unfortunately, it's looking unlikely. I mean, they would have already had planned this out. You would have already gotten your tickets by now. It's just. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, it must have did well, right? Everyone got it. In my area, I wasn't able to get them because people took them.
Yeah, I mean,
is there maybe a release of movies that are out, or by any chance, or something? That's just maybe they couldn't even get it.
They're doing it this Sony's events what, the Monday night or the Tuesday night, something like that.
It's a Monday, so no new movies are releasing, but let's see, that's June 10th. So Warcraft would already be out.
Can't take away from those Warcraft screenings.
Oh no, you can. Not there's already going to be any to take. So not to burn it. Sorry, anyone, but anyone that's interested. I mean, I still am, despite it getting basically torn to pieces. But because I'm still going to go see it. But. Yeah, just things didn't come together this year for it to happen. I mean, I'm still awaiting that PlayStation blog. I mean, I'm telling you, okay, we are on Thursday. If there isn't anything tomorrow, then it's looking pretty unlikely. I mean, there are blog posts on weekends too, but they're small.
I mean, if they announce it on Monday, they can just be like, "All right, get your tickets now, so that we can go to it, in next week or 2 weeks, something like that."
Yeah, look, anything can happen, right? But. It's just it's a little too soon. I mean, I think people would already kind of need to know this in advance. Granted, school would be out for people and all that, but really consider the people that want to get out of work to go to this or whatever. It's a little too soon. I think it should have been a little bit earlier, but who knows?
Who knows? Well, Sony knows, but they're not telling just yet.
They do. Yeah, not telling us just yet about it. So, I mean, it would be great. I mean, would you go? I mean, depending on the area, if it was close, like let's just say magically, like it was in the closest theater to you, you would go.
Well, yeah,
of course. Yeah.
I went to the one. I went to the first one they did, but I didn't go to the last one because the last one there was none near me.
Yeah.
For the last one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was one about 30 minutes away from me for the one last year. And then the one 2 years ago, yeah, same deal. So because it would be in Washington, D.C. So a little far, considering because even though it's a small amount of miles, the traffic would just be terrible. So, yeah. But you get that $10 PSN voucher or some free PlayStation Music months. So I don't know. Yeah, you get some free stuff. But we'll see where it goes this year.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of this E3. How would you like another E3 where probably Sony goes over their heads with themselves to now promote again No Man's Sky?
Well, here's the thing. Well, no, but here's the thing. No Man's Sky was always supposed to come out June 21st, which would have been after E3 anyway. It'd been like a week after Sony's event, so they were going to promote the game anyway.
Anyways, yeah.
So no matter what, they're
given the fact of this new tentative development of it possibly being delayed. I mean, even though people are really resting assured, but I'm surprised Sony or Hello Games hasn't said anything about it yet. Unless they're really waiting for E3 to really be that ballsy. I don't know.
They would not announce a delay at E3.
A delay.
They would not announce a delay at E3.
Well, not even say it's delayed. Just like have a new release date. Don't even say anything.
Still, they won't do that. Yeah, for those who don't know what we're talking about, yeah, there's development. Yeah, a report development came out last night saying that retailers are reporting that No Man's Sky may have been delayed again, saying it will not be released until at least July or August.
At least. I love that.
So it could be further.
Like the fall, dude, but like the fall... okay, we already talked about like an overview, so we won't get into the overview too much, but like the fall is crowded with first-person games, but... It's not incredibly crowded, but it depends what week they select No Man's Sky to be. Like in the fall, hypothetically, if it is in the fall. But still, at the same time, it's like, dang. Like, really? Ugh. I'm telling you, man, Sony has really gone over their heads about this game.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Just not in terms of talent that's working on it. I think that's fine. But I just think in terms of the sheer ambition of it, it's just getting way out of hand. This is too much. And... at this point, my desire to play it is even lower because it will hit at a time when I'm going to be at school and will not probably have my PlayStation. So my desire is even lower to even really consider it. So like my developments of how the game will actually pan out in critically and financially is more interesting than the game itself. So. Not a good situation, not a good predicament to be, at least in my opinion. But I know there's like plenty of people that are excited about the game itself and then willing to go buy the system for it itself and all that jazz. And basically Sony's infectious excitement about this game has bled on to other people. And I have no problem with that. But at the same time, for me, I'm just, ever since, I've already had disappointments this generation, especially in 2014 and then in 2015, where I got overexcited about things and then it just didn't pan out the way it did. And just, I'm already kind of done with the hype cycle at this point of the way, I would say manufactured hype cycle. I mean, I can get myself hyped about certain things on my own, but I don't really need consistent advertising from Sony or like anything like that, or consistent showings of kind of the same thing. Well, we already had this tirade about this, but like of the same thing of No Man's Sky, even though No Man's Sky has had quite the preview cycle this year with IGN and GameSpot and showing off different like aspects about No Man's Sky, which have been really neat. I'm less interested to play No Man's Sky now. I'm sorry. This is kind of it. Like June was going to be a great time for this game, and the fact that it's not going to come,
well,
sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Let me break this down. So, Let me break this down. Yeah. So part of the report was saying that like apparently like in some locations like GameStop employees were told to like basically cover up the release date
That's right.
and like change it to coming soon. Well, I
Yeah.
just looked it up real quick. No Man's Sky is still listed as June 21st on GameStop's website.
Well,
You know, it doesn't just say, you know, December 31st, 2016, you know, like usually what's the placeholder date, you know?
yeah, but I don't know.
Um,
Even still, I mean, the website doesn't really.
It's still there.
I mean, I don't know about Amazon or any other retailers that maybe have changed it or anything like that. I don't know. Check Amazon. Does Amazon still list it?
I don't know. I looked at GameStop's and it's still there.
At
But
least the official PlayStation Store would change it. Just yet.
I don't know. It just depends because like I said, this report is saying possibly like I said, at least July or August. Now here's the thing. You're right. June is a great day to put this game out because
Yes.
there really
A great
wasn't
time, yeah.
too much
That
out.
was going to be like the end of June, right? June 21st.
Yeah, the end of it. So
Yeah.
so I mean, it would have been a good time to put it out because
Summertime.
E3 would have just happened. You know, Sony's gonna do a big push to be like, "Hey, No Man's Sky is finally coming out next week." You know, show it one more time at E3. Go get it.
Basically, aside from Uncharted 4s, and now, I don't really want to fully list this as a Sony branded game because it's not. I mean, Sony is pushing this game, but I mean, eventually it's going to come to Xbox, and it is on PC. But still, I mean, it's a timed console exclusive. So this would have been like Sony's, aside from Uncharted 4, summer game. But that's looking unlikely now.
Yeah.
I mean, August and whatnot is still somewhat summer, but we're nearing the fall here. So,
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. Well, I just looked up on Amazon. It still says June 21st on Amazon.
so it's
But yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, let's say it gets delayed to July, then it's not too bad because, like, well, maybe needed an extra few weeks to polish or whatever. That's fine. And if it gets delayed to August, then it's more like, okay, is it August, like early August or late August? Because that's going to affect some people, like, when they start school.
Yeah, because school starts for me late August, so it's just by that time it's just let me guess again. It's like the week of kind of like Until Dawn, a little bit. Where it's just, I mean, not that affected anything. I mean, did Until Dawn sort of get delayed? Not really. No,
it never got delayed.
It never really got delayed. I mean, well, of course it had its troubled development, but I mean, it came out. That's all relative. It's just. I get upset, having games shown prematurely, and it's just, just waiting so long because No Man's Sky has been, just aside from Uncharted 4, that kind of like entity for the PlayStation 4 that has been a thing on people's minds for like a long time, and then just for it to just be constantly pushed back, it's just it's a little disheartening. It's a little, I mean, not really disheartening. It was just a little discouraging, really, just to kind of just like, you get all excited, and it's just like, it's going to be a bit longer. And then I understand for it to be, to get the time that it needs, but at the same time, I'm just, it's conflicting. So, and I was reading a really good comment where like someone was saying, even the release date is procedurally generated. Shout out to that person, whoever typed that. That was really funny.
I mean, here's the thing for this game. So basically, if it doesn't come out in August, you might as well just wait and put it out in October and make this like a launch game with the VR.
Oh, maybe.
Because that's the only.
They're very coy about the VR, but I mean,
I think it's happening because it's so. Like I said, we've talked about this already because they've never denied it. Because most developers, when it comes to like support for things, like if you ask any developer, are you making a Vita version? They'll tell you no.
But when they were at GDC, when I remember some people were just having a roundtable with developers and like, is there a Vita version of this? Nope. Or like, oh, it's okay. Or they would say like, maybe I love the Vita, and then like I just those kind of. There's like three answers, like no, maybe I love the Vita, straight up no, or like yes, we will have, or yes, eventually.
Yes, eventually, yeah.
Eventually.
So I mean, I
love that answer.
So that's kind of the same thing with the VR. Like they would tell you no if they weren't developing this for VR or like thinking of VR.
Oh, it's a little difficult to kind of comprehend that due to the fact that this development has been happening last night, and I don't really know how much time I'm willing to give Sony or Hello Games to say something about this because
E3 is in 2 weeks. They got to say something by then.
Well, I was telling you. I mean, they're super ballsy and not don't even say anything up until that point. That'll be really disappointing. And something typically that doesn't happen at E3, and then they would get flagged for it in their overall conference and be like, "Oh, guess what? Sneak in like, oh, it's delayed." But don't even really say it. They just oh, it's coming in the fall. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah, but you do realize E3 is the week before the initial launch of the game. You can't wait till 7 days before the game comes out to say, "Hey, by the way, it's coming out in 3 months."
General people that would watch that would be like, "What?" Like they already had it pre-ordered and everything, and bought it on the PlayStation Store, and it's like, what?
7 more days. Oh no, 3 more months.
Then I mean, I'm awaiting the apology PlayStation blog post. I mean, tonight or tomorrow. So where is it? Doesn't take that long to write.
Here's the thing. So the only way Sony can get away with what you're saying, announcing a delay on stage at E3, the only way they can get away with it is if they come on stage and say, "Well, we've been working." The developers from Hello Games come on stage and go, "We've been working and we found this new thing that we really love," and they bring out the VR and they're like, "We love VR and we think it's a perfect match with our game No Man's Sky, and because of that, we want extra time to develop VR support and ensure that."
I think the people at Hello Games will have to come out and say it, not just a Sony.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They would have.
That's
to
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It.
These are the Hello Game people saying this.
Yeah, they would need to say it.
Yeah, they come on stage and they're all like, "Well, we've been working on No Man's Sky and we really love this new technology Sony's been working on the PlayStation VR, and we think that it's a perfect match between our game and this new technology. And because of this, we want more time to develop this and make sure that this game is VR compatible with everyone day one. Everyone can experience at the same time, have the same VR experience the same day, or not have a VR experience if you're not willing to buy it. But we do want the VR experience to be ready. So we have to sadly delay the game until launch with the VR in October, and they announce the launch date, October 20th or whatever day the VR is coming out.
Where that's a feasible, acceptable thing. I just kind of say these underlying kind of bad things that happen. Not to go in a too deep a rabbit hole with this, but in a totally different company, but Apple, in their keynotes, they kind of put some low key crappy things that people are not satisfied with, and just kind of go along with it. They don't say for instance, if the next MacBook computer or whatever has a 480p camera. The same 480p camera that was in the last generation, they wouldn't even mention that. It would just be oh, it's still the same crappy 480p camera. They don't even say that. It's just kind of low key, kind of bad things that people wouldn't like. So that was just where I was getting the idea of Sony just we just have. Granted, our release date is for a major game that's going to make a whole lot of money. It's very different from a small feature on a laptop, but. That's where I kind of got the idea from of some low-key, just terrible things, just things that people wouldn't be happy with in conferences. Mm-hmm. Just to kind of slide it there instead of just fully giving it spotlight, because this year is going to be really precious time for Sony to give things the spotlight this year, and because especially with the new console announcements, so it's just you got to use their time wisely. I don't even want demo screw ups or whatever. So I mean, at least Naughty Dog isn't going up. At least that we know. I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's the thing about E3. It's like you said, their time is important. They have to schedule what they want to show on stage.
This time is so important. Dude, it's gonna so discourage you, because it happens every single Sony conference, at least for the past couple of years, where they go on one thing and we're just oh, can this end already? Can it just go on to the next thing? It's gonna happen. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I know, because
it'll just be for the sake of just things that we're not interested in, unfortunately, or just just things like that. But I would have to kind of just agree with everyone else. There's gonna be things in that Sony conference where it's just gonna be oh, man, come on, next thing, because it's oh, they're talking about this one thing too long. But at least Street Fighter's out. Thank God. Unless they talk about the Street Fighter DLC.
Oh God.
I don't know, but yeah, it's just I guarantee at least at this E3 there's going to be something where it's just.
Yeah, that's gonna happen because it's all part of their partnership and deals. They have to do it,
they have to. Yeah,
they had to do the thing for Street Fighter V, but Street Fighter V, like you said, it's out, so we probably won't see a thing for Street Fighter V. We will see No Man's Sky on stage, whether
Yeah,
whether it's coming
it's
out
not
the
gonna be a
21st or
surprise.
not, we will see it because they're going
Yeah,
to
that's
show
not going to
it.
be reduced to this is a real. I'm pretty sure we're going to get yet another gameplay demo. Granted, I think it'll be different because of all the preview stuff that they've been doing with other press members and all that stuff. So I'm excited for that. Don't get me wrong, but yet another showing of No Man's Sky again. Maybe some Last Guardian.
Yeah, we got
just all sorts of things. We could go on a whole hullabaloo with E3, how E3 are paying out, but
I know. But I'm just saying, like the guarantee things, like we're gonna have to see is we're going to see No Man's Sky, we're going to see Last Guardian, we're going to see Call of Duty on stage because that's their thing now. We're going to see the next Destiny expansion on stage. Like Sony has to have time for all that.
And then that new console.
And the new console and the VR.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. Well, the VR, that's a little tricky because, you can't really display. Well, you already saw the embarrassing results of trying to display the VR at E3 last year. So don't talk about it, don't get me wrong. But
I just talk about it. Yeah, I don't know if
I don't foresee full-on gameplay demos like to the extent of what it was last year because just last year it didn't work. It was embarrassing.
Unless they combine and save time, like show No Man's Sky, but show that's VR, so you can like knock two things out at once. To be like, look, he's playing No Man's Sky with a VR headset on.
It's just that it's embarrassing because they don't want to do anything like pre-recorded or anything. They always want to have like someone behind. I was almost gonna say behind the wheel. If it was Gran Turismo, it would be behind the wheel. But always someone behind the controller, like whether it be Bruce Straley behind the controller, I don't know. So it's just like panicking whenever the demo doesn't work. I don't know. I'm curious if we're going to get a demo that doesn't work because it seems to be a tradition for Sony at this point. But Naughty Dog isn't coming up. So
the infamous Naughty Dog demo and the Well, Wonder Book was kind of working but not working.
Yeah, it was just it was faulty. We had Wonder Book, Assassin's Creed 4, and then
we were just all stuttery. And
but Last of Us didn't have any problems.
No,
Last was that was the perfect E3 demo. That was the perfect. That was like the Naughty Dog one where they must have been sweating. They're like, is anything gonna happen? But it ran perfectly. The Uncharted 4 one had that little it was just a controller, something PS4 being PS4 with the controller. So it wasn't necessarily the game's fault. So it was cute that they even had the trophy for it.
Yeah,
in Uncharted 4.
But there was that one, and then there was the other one with
which one?
The I don't know if it might have probably been, it was probably not E3. It was
was that the PlayStation experience?
Yeah, when like the Uncharted demo reset.
Oh, yeah, when he fell through the world or something like that.
The first gameplay demo of Uncharted. Yeah, like he was playing and he pressed circle and he dropped and died and went through the thing. Yeah, that happened. But then at the PlayStation event, they did that thing where the demo started and then it reset. It restarted and went back to the beginning.
Yeah,
because at first it started and Drake just wouldn't move. Like he was standing in that crowd.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was the one I was talking about.
Yeah, and he wouldn't move, and then they just restarted the whole thing, and he kept moving. There was that one, and then there was the other one where, as they were playing, he was climbing that ledge and he just dropped and died during the demo.
Yeah, and then the way it looked. I mean, it always looks funny whenever you go. Your Drake falls to his death in Uncharted all the time, but that one, I was like, whoa, he fell through the world or something. That was funny, but that was all good jokes aside, and they put a trophy in it and everything. It's all good.
It's all good.
Definitely didn't affect the sales since it sold 2.7 million in its first week.
Yeah.
Very odd how they they said that second week and they didn't even tally more sales, but I don't know because the day it was published, I was oh, just the first week. I was like, okay. Very good numbers. Sony doesn't usually disclose their first week sales of games, usually for first party, if I remember correctly. I mean, I don't really remember anything for Until Dawn they've spoken greatly about Ratchet and Clank sales, but I don't really remember Sony really touting their software sales too much, to be honest, if you can even remember anything really. God of War 3 maybe back in the day? I don't. If anything, they just say it's the fastest selling in the franchise, at least.
Yeah.
But props to Naughty Dog. They another success on their hands yet again.
Yeah. Well, let's see what else we got though. News we got to get to this week. Got some DLC news this week.
Alrighty.
So here's the thing. So I know this happened, but I haven't actually seen any reports on it, no articles on it, but I know it happened. But this past week, Lego Avengers received a free DLC, a Spider-Man pack.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But there really wasn't any news articles for it, which is weird.
No, not really. It was like one or two, but it's just like, yeah, Spider-Man's coming.
Spider-Man,
Lego Marvel Avengers.
Yeah, it came out this week. And what's included? Includes Civil War Spider-Man, Iron Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man, and Spider-Woman.
Yep.
I think that's all of them.
So it's a neat pack. Just played it for a little bit. And they added a whole wall climbing mechanic to the game that was not previously shown in like even Lego Marvel Avengers, which is kind of funny. So
it adds wall climbing, adds 5 new characters. It's neat. It adds no trophies, no levels, just
no trophies, no levels, just the costumes. This is neat seeing Civil War Spider-Man in Lego form though.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, if you're like me and you got the platinum 2 weeks ago when that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. pack came out, then this thing's kind of useless because it's like, well, I have nothing left to do in the game. I mean, now I can be Spider-Man, but there's nothing left for me to do.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the last DLC pack for Lego Avengers.
Yeah, they said it's the last one.
I mean, goodness. I mean, like, the game came out, like, in late January.
Mm-hmm.
So, wow. And then Lego Star Wars Force Awakens soon.
Mm-hmm.
Looks neat. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it right away. I'm probably going to wait on a discount for that one.
But speaking of Lego Star Wars, it was announced also today the Lego Star Wars Force Awakens Season Pass.
Oh.
Yeah, it broke down this big Season Pass. It's going to cost you $10, and you get access to a bunch of stuff. Let's see, it's loading up so I can read the details. Yeah, Force Awakens Season Pass will include 3 level packs and 5 character packs.
That total to like 100 characters, right?
Something like that.
So it's like a set for each character.
Mm-hmm. So level packs include, the first level pack will be Poe's Quest for Survival level pack. It says a whole new adventure following Poe Dameron's journey back to Resistance Base after his daring escape from the First Order left him stranded on Jakku. Poe must search for BB-8 and locate a ship to escape the desert planet in order to find his way home. So this is like a really long deleted scene from the movie.
Yeah,
because we don't see Poe go back to the base. He just kind of disappears, and then later he just shows up with the rest of the fleet. But I mean, that was just because of the story. Because in the story, you're supposed to believe that he was dead. Like, is Poe dead? And then
because Finn was like left to know, and then when he gets to quote unquote keep the jacket, that's when he gets to know he's alive.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
And then Poe and Finn become really good friends. Well, they have been ever since the TIE Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to see that recreated in the Lego form.
Yeah.
Yeah, the TIE Fighter. Can't wait.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a great level.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really great one. How about like that? Well, that one we would assume like you would just be like flying around and it'd be like the whole time they're just like yeah,
just hollering at the top of your lungs
the whole time.
Oh boy,
I'm telling you, man, that was probably just JJ just telling them like you guys are like really excited to get out. And you're on the TIE Fighter, just yell at the top of your lungs.
We'll do it all in one take. We don't need to do a second take.
Do it all in one take. Or better yet, they probably just had 2 takes and they just selected that one and just which one was the loudest?
Oh boy.
Oh JJ, I love you to death, but at the same time, come on.
Yeah, my least favorite scene.
It's all good all around. We love Force Awakens.
I love the Force Awakens. That's just my least favorite scene in the movie because it was just like, that's
weird.
It's a weird, over the top, overly acted scene, and it just
even for Star Wars standards.
Yeah, just Star Wars standards just stuck out too much to me. I was just like, ugh. But anyway, other level packs include the First Order Siege of Takodana level pack. Experience the thrilling assault. I gotta figure out how to say these words. Experience the thrilling assault on Maz Castle in a new way. Storm the shores with Kylo Ren, the First Order. So basically, you play as Kylo Ren during the invasion scene.
Oh, so basically, just a reverse role.
Mm-hmm. Plays Kylo Ren, do that. So I guess I don't know. Do you like fight Rey like in a boss fight, like in the woods?
And see her fighting style and how much she's so much like Emperor Palpatine. Won't go down that rabbit hole, but
not at that point. When they first fight in the woods or
the woods?
Yeah, like that first one when they like storm the beach.
Oh well, actually, that's when you get to see some signs of her, especially when she shoots some stormtroopers with the blaster. You get to see in her face that she really enjoys it.
God, I hope. Oh God,
Jesus.
so that means in Lego Star Wars we're gonna see Trader as a Lego when he pulls out
Oh
that
hell
thing.
yeah!
Yes.
I bet you it's good. Yeah, like that Star Trooper would have to be named Trader Trooper, right, or something, right?
No, apparently, like Lucasfilm said that his name is Nines, like his official like canon
Oh, that's
name.
right. I forgot. Yeah. So nice.
Maybe you'll say Nines parentheses Trader, like just in
Yeah,
parentheses, just for the fan service, you know. But
or
God,
just, or at least just have his sound bites just be Trader.
Trader. That's all. That's the only thing he can say.
Oh, I love that. That's a thing. It's
God,
just
I
funny.
can't wait
I
to
can't
see
wait
that.
for episode 8's Trader. Like what its kind of deal will be.
Yeah, I can't.
Maybe something with Captain Phasma or something.
Maybe I can't wait to see that though in Lego form. He's gonna pull that thing and just like flip it around and everything.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
It's gonna be great. The last level pack will be Escape from Starkiller base level pack. After crash landing on the surface Starkiller base, join the battle from the perspective of 2 Resistance pilots. Help a little astromech droid out and maneuver the First Order to escape the planet before it explodes.
Wow.
So this is funny because this is like really out there. Like you're not even playing as any like named characters. You're playing as just 2 random pilots who get like stuck on the Starkiller base and trying to get off of it before it explodes.
I guess that kind of shows that the limited source material that they had to work with.
Well, I mean,
But
can't do anything too like canon defining
out there,
you know.
yeah, not do anything
Like,
out there.
oh, the prequel Lego. See whose Rey's parents are in Lego Star Wars DLC. Like
I won't even go down that rabbit hole.
You do the whole thing where they like show her parents dropping her off on the planet and everything, and the faith is revealed.
In typical Lego form, you just walk around and just go smash things and then build stuff, and then get to that point where you want to drop off.
Oh
Rey.
God! Or no, they do a DLC where you play the flashback of Luke and Kylo Ren and his like knights or whatever in the rain.
Yeah, dude, I think that would be a badass extra level in there.
It's like, oh, that scene was so awesome. I wish if we can actually see it.
Yeah, did you see how like cool that scene looked like the rain?
Mm-hmm.
But people were saying like that could be like an episode 8 scene or something.
I hope it is. I hope we
Dude,
see that at some point.
That looked cool, like with the Knights of Ren.
Mm-hmm. I hope we see that in episode 8.
There's a lot of things we want to see in episode 8, but that's one of them.
But yeah,
definitely a top thing.
But anyway, so yeah, that's 3 level packs, and there'll be 5 character packs. The first character pack is a Jedi character pack.
Not many of them.
No, a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 8 characters, 2 vehicles. I read that wrong.
Wow, I guess they're more force sensitive people than we thought. In the
no, this is the Jedi Order. So one of the characters is Mace Windu.
What?
One is Aya. That's from the Clone Wars, I think. Kit Fisto, Poe. I don't know who these characters are.
We could go all day about these Star Wars characters.
Here's the big one, the big character pack that's going to.
What do we get? Watto or something?
That's going to divide people.
It's Watto.
The prequel trilogy character pack.
Oh.
You get characters including Anakin Skywalker, Darth Maul,
Eddie.
Yeah, Darth Maul, Jango Fett, Padme, Watto.
Wait, seriously,
yeah,
Watto?
Watto's in there.
Annie.
Zan Wessel, Captain Panica. How do you say that? And guess who's back? Jar Jar Binks is back in Lego Star Wars.
Oh, can he have the lightsaber and everything?
I guess you can
the creative character, I'm gonna do that.
They put his parts in create a character. Give him a lightsaber and everything.
The only time I'll ever use a creative character in Lego in the Lego games is just to make a Sith, make Jar Jar Binks a Sith.
Darth.
A Sith master.
Mm-hmm. God, they're gonna Jar Jar Binks. They'll do him like in the original game where you can just jump really high and goes, yeah, and he jumps really high.
Yeah, that's what people always say about Jar Jar Binks. Even about people that was like, "Oh, I liked him as a kid. I liked in Lego Star Wars he could jump really high." And it was good because I was in the Lego games before there was voice acting, so there's Jar Jar Binks was just quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wonder if I don't know, it's a character pack. So I don't know if they add trophies. They add trophy like kill Jar Jar Binks or something, and I'd be like, what?
Maybe.
I mean, they have had
or
trophies.
there would just be trophies to set your free play characters to whatever. It's just something like that.
Also,
stuff.
Mm-hmm. Other character packs include the Freemaker Adventures character pack based on the upcoming Lego animated series.
Oh.
Disney XD, so I don't know any of these characters. Also is a Star Wars Rebels character pack. So you can play as characters from that show. And there'll also be a Clone Wars character pack.
Holy cow.
So you can play as Captain Rex.
Oh.
Commander Cody. And all those other Stormtrooper, Clone Trooper people.
Yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, and this is the season pass will be available for $9.99 on PS4, PS3, Xbox One, 360, Steam, Windows. Players can also purchase each DLC pack individually for $2.99.
Basically on every system except Vita and 3DS.
Yeah. And as added bonus, season pass owners will gain exclusive access to the Jedi character pack, which will be available at launch.
It's interesting how none of the DLC is carried over to the 3DS version or the Vita versions.
Mm.
But whatever, it's not even worth a breath over. But at least the Vita versions and the 3DS versions of Lego games have gotten a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. So there's that. Sounds neat. I mean, I like the DLC content we got for Lego Avengers.
Yeah,
you know,
it's meaty. It looks meaty. At least I haven't gotten around to it because I haven't beaten the main game. But I have beaten the main game, but I need to 100% everything.
100% it, yeah. But yeah, I mean, this DLC sounds neat. I mean, they can have like I said, it's expanding on the lore or whatever of of Episode 7.
I mean, what's neat about like Episode 7, I guess, just as a whole, is that it's fully retelling a movie.
Yeah, the whole movie.
Because where it's not just half baked or like half told, kind of like in the Lego Avengers and other recent. Well, I mean, really, the last one's to really fully retell like a story that's already been told or published was The Hobbit, really, right? I mean, all the other ones have had original stories, Lego Batman 3, Lego Avengers, Lego Marvel Superheroes, so...
Yeah, I mean, The Hobbit was based on the movie, and then Lego Avengers was based on the movies.
Yeah, but at least what's exciting is this one's a full retelling.
Yeah, it's just like that one movie. Like, it's not,
Which is crazy. It's like... Is there going to be an episode 8?
Yeah, they didn't want to wait 6 years and then do a new trilogy saga thing and then have episodes 7, 8, and 9 in it.
Yeah, we know that TT Games doesn't want to do like, I mean, they have their DLC, right? But like they don't want to do a full like big, basically have like level sets. I mean, they have their levels,
like an expansion
like
pack,
a whole,
basically.
Yeah, I mean, because they see more money in the retail space just releasing a whole nother game. So, it was really evident, especially since, the last Hobbit movie, Lego, basically Battle of Five Armies Lego got canceled. So, they had, that was like going to be like their big expansion for it. Yeah, but that didn't pan out. So it just seems like, they want to be confined to just having small individual levels and just character packs. Which is fine. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, it's just... Yeah, that's another example of one where they kind of jumped on too soon. I mean, we're seeing this where, like... The thing with Star Wars is, though, we know they're going to do all of them. Like, if they're doing a whole game for Episode 7, they're going to do a whole game for 8. They're going to do a whole game for 9, when those come out. But, like, with Hobbit, you can tell, like, Hobbit, man, they jumped on that too soon. I knew that, like, pissed everyone off when they said, oh, it's only adapting the first 2 movies. Like, that made no damn sense.
Because they were releasing it coincide with the DVD release of Smaug.
Smaug, yeah, and then Five Armies was coming soon, like it was like within 2 months or something like that. So I'm like, why not just wait and put out the game when the Five Armies comes out on DVD and you can have the whole damn thing? But no, they were insistent, like, no, we're going to do the first 2 movies. So what are you going to do for the third one? You're going to do a whole separate game? You're going to do DLC? And there was plans for it, I guess, like you said, like I guess for some DLC or whatever, but it got canceled. It was stupid. The same thing happened with Indiana Jones did the same thing. They put out Indiana Jones 1 through 3 as a game around the time Crystal Skull was coming out. Everybody's like, well, where's Crystal Skull? What are you going to do for that? And they're like, oh, well, we'll think of something.
Release a whole nother game.
A whole nother game, and it wasn't...
They even redid... Not even the levels for the first 3 were the same. They were all different.
Mm-hmm. They didn't just do a whole game just on Crystal Skull. No, they, like you said, they remade the first 3... The first 3 movies.
Not really remade. They just like totally just reworked it. Like it was
reworked levels.
Yeah, Like they weren't even remotely the same.
God, they should just did mirror. Put a mirror effect. There you go. It's
Oh yeah,
different.
yeah, it's different now. Lego Harry Potter was appropriate. I mean, they split it up right for Lego Harry Potter.
But at least they did it. They adapted all 7 movies.
Lego Harry Potter was really cool. I never got around to the 5 through 7, but because it was just like too much at that point. Because I was already like going into like Lego Pirates of the Caribbean and whatnot. But I liked Lego Harry Potter a lot. That might have been like probably my favorite Lego game because it was like that one is like different. Even before Lego was getting crazy with its open worlds or whatnot, I really liked the like how Hogwarts was and everything in that game. Really good fan service in that game for people that like Harry Potter. A lot of you Harry Potter nerds out there. Because I mean, like I'm a casual Harry Potter fan. I, like whenever I try to talk like about I don't even want to say factions, but factions. This isn't Game of Thrones. Oh wait, I don't even know Game of Thrones has factions. I don't even know. See, I'm already backing out of here. Oh, the houses in Harry Potter, because I guess apparently Harry Potter's like Game of Thrones, so like there's individual houses, and I don't even know. I can't even name them. I can't even name the one that Harry Potter's in.
You can't name the 4 houses in Harry Potter.
No, I can't.
You can't even name one.
No, I don't know it. That's how little I know about Harry Potter, I guess.
Did you ever read the books?
No.
No. Oh dear God.
See, I can't like that's just like the test right there. Like, oh, am I even like a true Harry Potter fan? But like, I can't even name the 4 houses.
Can't name the 4 houses. Oh my God.
So for all those Harry Potter nerds out there that know everything, and everything about Harry Potter,
that's what you call anybody who's a fan of something you don't like. A nerd, basically.
No, I
yes.
love Harry Potter, but I don't love. I mean, I'm not like I'm not reading fan fiction. I'm not like checking every day about Harry Potter. I'm not going to the plays. I'm not doing little like. I don't have my wand in my closet. I don't have my wand. I don't have my little coat in my closet. It's just too much for me. I can't do it.
Well, I mean, you don't have to have all that. Just know it. You're like, you can't even name a house.
No, I can't.
That's basic. That's basic Harry Potter knowledge. Like if you took an AR test, that's probably one of the questions would be.
Yeah, probably. Oh, like alongside like my Star Wars trivia book, I do remember there was like a Harry Potter trivia book, but I never picked it up.
You would fail at it.
Yeah, probably. Well, actually, I'm curious because I always wanted to go head to head with you on the Star Wars one to see who's a bigger Star Wars fan. But and I promise I would not look at the answers on the back. But like, I wonder for a Harry Potter one, I wonder how we would fare, dude. I mean, I would
do much better than you.
Just because I can't name the 4 houses, that's just like one. Well, it could be 4 questions, but we'll see. We can.
Whatever.
I want a movie Trivial Pursuit on PS4.
They have Trivial Pursuit Live, but it's not movie based. It's just general.
Actually, kind of getting into the questions here of something that's underrepresented on PlayStation 4. We kind of got a question similar to this like weeks ago, but this one comes from Spanish Peanut. And he or she asked, any particular genre that isn't utilized on PS4 yet? I feel like there's a limited number of driving games out there.
Yeah, driving games is limited. I mean, Drive Club was
that
one.
At least on PS4.
Yeah,
Xbox One has quite a selection.
Yeah, because Drive Club was that game everybody waited for a long time for.
It's good now.
It's apparently good. It was just the train wreck. That launch was just by God, with everything.
So we would have to agree with them driving games on that front.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know. I mean, just about. I can't say any and everything is represented. I mean, you got your open world games, you got your plenty of shooters. Got our music games, party game, like other party games, like trivia games and whatnot. The Jackbox Party Box on PlayStation. Trying to think of any other kinds. I mean, I wish, we talked about, I think, off air a couple weeks ago about Buzz. That'd be great if it were to come.
Oh my God, I wish Buzz would come back so bad.
Yeah, just like in phone.
Just bring Buzz back. It wouldn't be hard. I mean, I know the original developer's not doing that anymore, but shit, you can get anybody to develop that. Can't be that hard.
It's tough. We got our point and click adventure games. We got that more than filled. It's Telltale and Double Fine. Certainly got the remasters checked off for sure. Action and adventure, that's checked off. RPGs, both Western and Japanese, I think that's checked off. Japanese maybe needs a little bit more, for the market for PS4 to sell better in those markets. But I mean, it's doing fine. We have our Bloodborns, we got the Dark Souls. Nothing really that's like glaring other than driving games, really, that I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, I would always like more horror games because the only like big
got Evil Within,
and what else?
Resident Evil Revelations 2.
Yeah, that's how
oh, actually, that might be a kind of a hole there. Actually, yeah, that needs to be filled. The horror.
Just hopefully Resident Evil 7's
we'll
good.
Have
Isolation. Isolation.
A first person one. Outlast. Kind of filled. I mean, granted, like the deal is that you played them.
Yeah, but I just want more of the survival horror type thing, more like Evil Within. Resident Evil 7's good. Give us a goddamn Dead Space.
Dead Space, or at least Dead Space Remastered.
Oh my god, give us a Dead Space Remastered.
We'd be all over that.
Oh yes, I'd be all over Dead Space Remaster.
We would play Dead Space 3 again.
Yeah, I would. Oh my god, I would. Yeah, I'd be playing Dead Space Remaster right now if it came out.
We didn't play like the whole campaign together, but we played the DLC.
We played the DLC together.
We got to witness that ending together.
I was like, what?
We were like, okay, what? That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say horror and just driving games. Just about everything else is pretty.
Make a horror driving game.
Horror driving game.
Twisted Metal. Oh shit.
Oh. Just when we were about to say David Jaffe, get on it.
Come on, David Jaffe. We promise this time we're going to buy it.
Kind of going through the other questions here. This one comes from Reflection 987. He says, any particular game that you were so close to obtaining 100% in, but just couldn't do it? Now, I was a little confused by this one, if it's like 100% trophies or just 100% in general, but I don't know. Maybe you could twist that.
It's probably both. Because usually by getting 100% in the game, you get 100% of trophies.
What was something?
Yes,
what was
I have mine. I have my clear answer right away. I knew right away what to say. Dead Space 2.
Yeah, Dead Space 2. Yeah,
Dead Space 2. I have one trophy left in that game to get the platinum, and I have the platinum in Dead Space 1. So it was one of those things where it was like, hey, I'm going to get the platinum in Dead Space 2. Nope, that hardcore mode, it's too hardcore. But
the thing is, like, when the remastered one comes out, I don't know if that would get you.
I would try
it again.
I would try again.
Yeah, because the game would run smoother and stuff. I don't know if that would do anything for you.
Yeah, but I mean, oh my god, yeah, that hardcore mode is crazy because it takes a lot of your time. Because like the problem is like you sit there and you play it, especially at the beginning, like before you make your first save point, you'll sit there and you keep playing for hours, for like an hour, 2 or 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours. Sometimes I would go before dying, and then I would die, and it would reset you all the way back to the beginning. You even had to watch the opening cutscene again. You couldn't skip it. So you know how many times I had to watch that guy die at the beginning?
You basically remember it.
Yes, I remember it like frame for frame. The opening of Dead Space 2. You sit there in that room, the guy's talking to you like, Isaac, whatever, and then it turns into his wife or whatever, and then it's like, Isaac, and then it turns into that other guy, and it's like, Isaac, and then...
The guy that was in that little DLC game.
Yeah, the little game.
That people forget about. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he dies.
Which is pretty funny.
Yeah, and he just dies right away, and you're like, oh, crap. And you just keep running in your suit, your arms are tied, trying to run from the things.
So, your little straight jacket,
yeah. So I remember the opening Dead Space 2 perfectly, because I kept dying so much in the opening part without getting to my first save point and then just restarting it. And then I got to the point where I said, screw it. I don't care if I'm not even far enough yet. Like what the guide recommends, I'm saving because I just do not want to sit through that opening again. So I did my first save and I kept playing, and then I just die and I go all the way back and I'm like, shit. And then it's just like, it really just pissed me off because I've been devoting so much time into each attempt, and to just get thrown back like that, and it's just, oh my god, and it's just stupid little things kill you too, because that's the thing about Dead Space, like yeah, the enemies can kill you, but you have a chance because you have guns and stuff, but like just the little things, like just
there's some obstacles in Dead Space,
obstacles, right? Like just swinging doors, spinning blades and shit. That it's just like, oh yeah, Dead Space 2.
Dude, I was imagining, and then playing that like final end boss. I'm sorry, spoilers on the. Well, not really going to go into too much detail. I mean, this game is already how old now? 5 years old. The Dead Space 2.
Yeah,
I think 2011.
Yeah.
So I couldn't. But dude, even when you get that far, I couldn't imagine you getting past that final boss. I'm sure there's some sort of like pattern or exploit to do for the final boss, but I remember that final boss even being difficult on the normal difficulty. And I remember at least Dead Space 3 also there were difficult sections in there, like where we were getting stuck in the DLC for Dead Space 3 where we were just like having a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's difficult. Uh-oh.
What?
All right, pause.
I finish this up.
Alrighty. Let's go.
All
right now.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click. Alrighty. Yeah, we had a little delay there. So what we were saying was, I was saying Dead Space 2 is the game I just could not get 100% in. I was so close, but I just couldn't do it. So what was yours?
Probably Grand Theft Auto 5 with doing the online trophies.
Just couldn't do it, man. Just like, no.
I mean, GTA 5 is a pretty time-consuming and difficult platinum. It's just that, well, not really that difficult, but it's just the online really got to me. But, yeah. And then we have one more question, dude.
One more question.
Ricky428. Yes, how has your summer been so far? And get a better mic. Probably he's talking to me. Will Ricky428? I'm getting that fixed. But how has the summer been so far? Only like what, 3 weeks in? For you?
Yeah. Seems about right.
Then for me, it's been almost a month. In 4 days, it'll be a month.
Well, one more week than me.
Yeah, one more. Yeah, one more week. Yeah, it's been fine. Just chilling, watching a whole lot of Netflix, just because, like, you know, there's no more Flash, Arrow, or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now, so like I'm just kind of like watching just random stuff on Netflix.
Yeah.
Just playing my games. I'm job hunting, going out looking for a job.
You have a job. It's right here.
Yeah, I have a job. It's right here. One that pays.
You get paid in satisfaction.
I get paid in satisfaction. That's right. Oh, that's what the episode should be called. Paid in satisfaction. I don't know. I've already done like half a dozen job applications, and it's been crazy. Even trying to find a job around here. So I've been doing that. I'm probably going to be job hunting more than I will be working, so that's exciting. And then just really just chilling. What about you?
Playing games. I spent the first week of summer, first week off, I just spent all playing Metal Gear Solid 5. And then waiting for Uncharted 4 to come out. Then Uncharted 4 came out, I played a little bit of that, then went back to Metal Gear Solid 5, and then I got Doom, and I've just been playing Doom, and I finished Doom. Don't have the platinum yet, but I did beat the campaign. So now I don't know what I want to go back to right now. I mean, obviously I gotta get back to Uncharted 4, but Metal Gear Solid 5, I want to finish it.
Yeah, and Uncharted 4, so then we can do our spoiler cast.
Yeah, I gotta get back to it. And then Overwatch came out, so now I got that.
I mean, I'm not asking you, like, when you get back into Uncharted 4, you gotta, like, basically boom, but like at least chip away at it.
Yeah, I know.
Uncharted 4 is long. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, I gotta get back into Uncharted 4. It's just, like I said, it was just weird because I was playing Metal Gear Solid 5 first, and then I started playing some Uncharted 4. Then I went back to Metal Gear Solid 5, and I got hooked on that. I just kept playing that. And then to take a break from that, I went go get Doom, and then I played Doom for the week and a half, whatever. And then now Overwatch came out, and it's just like, I've been playing that for the past 2 days.
A lot of things.
So I gotta get back to Uncharted 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's game stuff.
Yeah, and then I'm probably not going anywhere else out of state or out of the country anytime soon. So, just gonna be around doing this. I was gonna say BS, but the PlayStation Bull session.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry that answer was a little half baked, but at least I did your request and do a better mic. So I did that for you, Ricky428. So word to your mother.
Yeah, but we're a little over the 1 hour mark, so I guess it's time to wrap.
Like how over the 1 hour?
4 minutes. We're 1 hour and 4 minutes in.
Oh, dang.
I would have thought this would have been like 40 minutes, but then we were getting to E3, and then you were talking about these Lego character packs.
Yeah. So we went into detail on E3 stuff and all that, but it's a good episode. I thought we did a good episode today. We'll see.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, but with that, this has been the PSBS episode 62. Make sure I get my number right. I wasn't 100% confident when I was saying that. But I'm your host, Coach TPS, and by boys, my co-host here is
Andrew Arenas, double is. Everyone, have a fantastic week. Take care of yourself. Stay away from danger.
Yeah.
Good
week.
Hopefully the weather is out there nice for you. It's getting hot over here. Stay safe.
Yeah. But thanks for listening. Have a good weekend. Go play Overwatch. Go play Uncharted 4. Go watch X-Men Apocalypse. Go do whatever this weekend.
Yeah, I'll go check out X-Men Apocalypse.
Go check it out. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I'll go check it. Yeah.
It's Memorial Day weekend. I got nothing better to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie.
That movie. It's better than the other movies available this week.
What else do we have available? Ratchet and Clank, but that's old. It's probably not playing anymore.
No, it's not playing in my theater.
What about that romantic movie with Daenerys from Game of Thrones?
That's next week.
That guy, he wasn't looking both ways of the road before he got hit with the car. Do you see that?
No.
Like, he was like not even looking both ways. He was just like, "Bro, let me get hit with the motorcycle or the car or whatever."
I've seen like 2 commercials for that movie.
Yeah, do you see that he doesn't even look both sides of the road?
I haven't seen. They don't show that part in the commercials I've seen. I've seen. 2.
Oh, they show it. They're
no, like I haven't seen the trailer. I've seen TV spots on TV. It's like
no, not even. No, this is the TV spot where like it was showing him getting hit, and then like
that sounds comedic though. Like anytime somebody gets hit by a bus, it's comedic. All right, like you just can't do that in a serious way. Anytime somebody gets hit by a bus, it's fun.
I don't know if it's a bus. I think it was like a motorcycle or something.
Or motorcycle. Okay. I think at first you said a bus. I was about to say, if it was a bus, there's just no way you can do that dramatic. It's always funny.
It's always funny.
It's always funny when the character gets hit by a bus.
The way it looks.
Just the way it looks. Yeah, the way it looks when you film it on a movie.
No, I mean he just wasn't looking both ways of the road. I mean, I was like, come on.
But he gets to be with Emilia Clarke, so I don't know if that's worth it or not.
No, it's probably not. Let's be honest.
In your opinion.
In my opinion, yes, it is my opinion.
I think some other people get hit by a bus or a motorcycle or whatever.
But no. And this guy he's Ozymandias from Watchmen, right? That guy?
No.
Where's he from? I know he's from something. He's not from Watchmen.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know why we're talking about this movie.
All right, yeah, just get out of here. I'm done.
With that, it's been PSBS. Thanks for listening. Hopefully we'll see you guys next week. And